Hey there! So, you've been hearing a lot about AI agents lately, right? Maybe you're super curious and excited to dive in. But there's just one problem: you don't know how to code. Like, zero programming experience, no techie background, and the idea of building something with AI feels kinda overwhelming. Well, take a deep breath, you're in the right place. This video was made just for you. In this course, I'm going to guide you step by step, starting from absolute scratch. No jargon, no complex setups, just a simple, clear path to creating something real and practical. So if you're ready to turn your curiosity into real skills, let's get started. Alright, here's what we're going to build together: an inventory management system. Now imagine this: you're working for a busy restaurant or a grocery store, keeping track of stock, managing supplies, making sure nothing runs out at the wrong time. It's a lot, right? Well, we're going to automate that whole process step by step. You'll learn how to streamline everything using AI tools and automation. And the best part, you'll do it without writing a single line of code. Now, friends, I'm just experimenting with this kind of content on my channel. It's something new. And if you show me some love, give your feedback, or even a quick comment, and if I see a good response from you guys, I promise I'll bring more videos like this one. We're starting with something simple, a basic AI agent. But this is just the beginning. Together, we can go deeper, learn about more powerful tools, take on more advanced projects, and really level up your skills. So, yeah, there's a lot to learn, and I've packed in a lot of real practical value into this course. And guess what? It's completely free, and it's right here on YouTube. So, let's not waste a second more. We'll be using a powerful yet beginner friendly no code platform called N8N and pairing it with OpenAI's API. And the best part, you won't have to write a single line of code, I promise. But we won't stop there. I'll show you how to actually build AI agents, not just the theory. I'll walk you through real world examples and share sample projects that you can actually use. These aren't just exercises, they're the kind of things you could turn into freelancing gigs or use in your own work. Alright, so before we roll up our sleeves and start building cool stuff, let's first take a quick moment to understand what exactly are AI agents. Super important to know the basics, just enough to get you going with confidence. Don't worry, we're keeping it short, just 2 quick slides, that's it, and then we'll dive straight into the actual software. So, what is an AI agent? In the simplest terms, an AI agent is like a smart little system that can see what's going on, think about it, and then do something useful. It observes, processes, and takes action, all to reach a specific goal. And it can do this using either machine learning, rule-based logic, or even a mix of both. Think of it like this: it's like a mini digital assistant that watches what's happening around it, figures out what needs to be done, and then just does it all on its own. Let me give you a super relatable example: ChatGPT. Yep, this tool you're watching right now is an AI agent. You give it a prompt like, write an essay for me, and boom, it understands what you want, figures out how to respond, and delivers a complete essay. It's doing all of that using AI, making decisions on its own to help you achieve your goal. So, in simple words, any system or tool that uses AI to think and act on its own to get something done, that's an AI agent. Now, here's something most people get wrong. They think AI agents are this new, trendy thing that just popped up, but actually, they've been around for a while and they're already part of your daily life. Take YouTube, for example. You hit like or dislike on a video, and next thing you know, it's recommending content that's right up your alley. That's not magic, that's an AI agent at work. It's observing your behavior, learning what you enjoy, and adjusting itself to make your experience better. So, yeah, AI agents aren't some mysterious, super complicated tech. They're real, they're practical. And once you get the hang of it, they're actually really fun and surprisingly easy to build. Alright, now that you've got a solid idea of what an AI agent is, let's move on to the actual tool we'll be using to create one. All right, let's get started. So, the platform we're going to be working with is called N8N. And don't worry if you've never heard of it before, I'm going to walk you through everything from scratch. Open your browser and head over to the N8N website. Once you're there, you'll see a button that says Get Started for Free. Go ahead and click on that. Now, a quick heads up here. N8. N is a paid platform, but don't worry, they offer a 14-day free trial. And trust me, it's more than enough to explore and build some cool stuff. Once you click Get Started for Free, you'll land on a simple sign up page. Just fill in your basic details, hit submit, and boom, you're in. Now, I already have an account, so I'm going to skip this step and log in directly. But don't worry, you just follow along, and in a minute, we'll be building your first AI agent together. Let's go! Alright, now that you're inside N8N, let me show you around a little bit. When you first log in, you'll see a screen like this. This is your main dashboard, also known as the UI or user interface. Now don't worry if it looks a bit empty or technical right now, that's totally normal. You haven't built anything yet, so this space is just waiting for your awesome creations to start showing up. Very soon, you'll have your own list of powerful, automated workflows sitting here too. Let's quickly go over the left sidebar, because this is where you'll be navigating most of the time. Overview. This is your main hub. All your workflows will be listed here. As you create them, this is where you'll come to access and manage them. Projects. Think of this like folders. You can organize your workflows into different projects for better clarity. Super helpful once you start creating more advanced stuff. Settings and sign out. We won't dive into these right now. They're more for customization, or if you need to log out, nothing you need to worry about at this stage. That's it. Just a simple overview to get you comfortable. Nothing overwhelming. I want this to feel fun and exciting, not stressful. Now let's get to the fun part, building your very first AI agent. Ready? On the main screen, you'll see a Create Workflow button. Click it. This opens the workflow editor where you'll build your AI agents. You can move around the canvas by clicking the middle mouse button. You'll be adding nodes to create your entire workflow. Nodes are basically steps that your AI agent will perform. Click on Add First Step. Here, you'll see many options for different node types. The first option is Trigger Manually. This means your AI agent will start only when you manually trigger it. When you click Test Workflow, your AI agent will begin. But this isn't the only way to trigger an AI agent. If you press Delete and remove this trigger, you'll notice there are many other trigger types. On Chat Message. Triggers when you send a message, for example, during an interaction with ChatGPT. On Schedule. You can schedule your agent to run daily or at specific times. On App Event. Triggers based on events inside different apps. There are many more options, and I won't go into all of them right now. Next, we'll select the On Chat trigger because I want the AI agent to activate when we start chatting with the model. Let's go back to the canvas now. We will create a simple and basic AI agent. I'll walk you through the proper method step by step so you clearly understand the basics of AI agents. Our project today will be an inventory management system using an AI chatbot which acts like a grocery inventory assistant. We have a grocery database in the background with item names and their quantities. We can ask the chatbot questions like, what fruits do I have in my inventory? And we'll provide all the data about fruits, its name, quantity, and price as well. How many liters of milk do I have in inventory? It checks the database and tells you that you have 20 liters of milk. There can be many more examples, but we'll see them as we build our AI agent. Instead of manually editing the backend data, you can update it through conversation using the chatbot. This kind of AI agent is very practical and can even be offered as a freelancing service. It shows the real-world potential of AI agents. Okay, so as soon as a chat message is received, click the plus to add an action. We'll go to Advanced AI. You may see only AI as option as well. Select it, both are same. Choose the option called AI Agent. Choose Tools Agent as it's perfect for our use case. If don't see AI Agent option and Tool option, select Connect to Chat Trigger node. This will also brings you to what we require, i.e. tool agent. Keep other settings as they are and go back to the canvas. Now, the AI agent is created. Let's understand the AI agent structure. So basically, there are three main parts. 1. Chat model, which large language model the agent will use. For example, GPT-4 from OpenAI, DeepSeek, Claude, etc. Oh, some are cheaper but less accurate. Oh, others, like GPT-4, are more accurate but a bit costly. 2. Memory. We'll discuss this in detail later. Memory helps the agent remember context. 3. Tools. This is where we'll define how the agent interacts with the inventory data. Choose the chat model, click plus to add a model. If you're looking for a cheaper model, go for DeepSeek. Good results, lower cost. If you want best quality, choose OpenAI's GPT-4. Slightly costlier, but still very affordable for testing. Costs only a few cents per API call. After selecting OpenAI, you'll be asked for credentials. As I have already added a couple of APIs, it's showing in the list. In your case, it may only show Create New Credentials. Click Create New Credential. You need to enter your API key here. You'll get this from the OpenAI website. You'll need to create an OpenAI account if you don't already have one. The process is not difficult, I'll guide you through it. So once you are logged in, click on API keys. As you can see, I've already created a key. But no issues, you can create any number of API keys here. Click on Create a New Secret Key. Give any name to your API key. For example, I will name it AI Agent Test. Click on Create Secret Key, copy the given key. You'll not be able to see this key again. You need to save this key somewhere for future use. And please don't share this key with anyone, because if this key is leaked and someone else uses it, money will be deducted from your wallet. So copy this key and paste it in the API key field here. Click on Save. Credential successfully saved message pops up. Here we need to set some parameters. As our OpenAI account is connected, choose the model. OpenAI has several models. If you want pricing and details, visit OpenAI's pricing page. Latest models like GPT 4.5 are expensive. For example, $75 per million tokens. You'll likely choose GPT-4o Mini. It's cheap and fast, ideal for testing. Please note, you need to add some amount to your OpenAI account. It doesn't have to be a big amount. $5 to $10 will be more than enough. Okay, the GPT-4o Mini is selected by default here. Go back to Canvas. So our chat model is added. After setting up, go to the chat option and send a message like, "Hello, how are you?" Or ask something like, "Who was the president of the USA in 2023? The chat model will reply, "It says Joe Biden was the president of the USA, etc., etc." Now if we ask it another question like, "And India?" Without memory, the AI doesn't remember your previous question. The AI doesn't understand the context. When it doesn't have any memory, how can it remember anything? To solve this, we need to give it some memory. Click on Memory Plus icon, select Simple Memory. Here in Create Window Length, enter 5. Or you can even set it to 3 or 4, but 5 is best. What it means is, when you send chat messages to GPT, it will remember up to the last 5 messages and will reply accordingly based on the messages saved in the memory. No more settings here, just go back to Canvas. So now the memory has been created. Let's check now if it can answer our queries properly. Who was the president of the USA in 2020? It says Donald Trump was the president of the USA. Now we type, and India. See, now it recalls from the memory that we are talking about the presidents in 2020. It correctly replied, Ram Nath Kovind. Let's ask, and UK? See, it still recalls as this is the third message. Boris Johnson. So this is how the memory works. Now, let's make the agent interact with Google Sheets, where our sample database is saved. For this, we need to select a tool. Click Add Tool, search Sheets. Select Google Sheets. You may need to log into your Google account to give access. Connect to the same account where the inventory sheets are uploaded. If you are making this for a client, you may need to add your client's account to get access to their database. I'm going to skip the login part. So my account is connected now. Here, you need to do some settings. In operation, select Get Rows, because in Sheets we are... Okay, let me first add my inventory sheet. So here, we want our agent to look in rows when something is asked. So select Get Rows. In Documents, select your sheet name. In my case, it is Grocery Shop Inventory. In Sheets, select Sheet 1, as there is only one sheet here. That's it. Back to Canvas. Now, let's check. Let's check it. How many apples do we have? Now look at the workflow here, friends. See how the agent is processing. The chat is sent to GPT first, then the agent gathers the information from the database, that is our Google Sheet here. Then it sends the information back to GPT, and then GPT sends the reply. There are 50 apples available. Let's check if it's giving the right info. Let's try one more. What is the price of the bread? Here it tells that the price of the bread is INR 40 per unit, which is absolutely correct. How many eggs do we have? There are 12 eggs available, which is correct. So far, working fine, right? But here's where the problem comes. When I type, I sold 2 eggs, update the inventory. Our agent doesn't know what to do. Right now, it's working under a workflow model, but it is not smart enough to do the calculations and change the values in the inventory. But that is what an AI agent should be doing, right? So, to make it act like a truly smart AI agent, we need to do one more step. In Tools, click on the plus plus sign again. Again, select Google Sheets. Here, in Project, select Append or Update Rows. In Documents, choose the same as we did before. Same in Sheets as well. More settings will open. Here's something you must focus on. In Column to Match On, select Item Names, because that's where our products are listed in the sheet. In Values to Send, select Let the model decide this parameter, because we don't want to limit the model by giving manual values. We want our model to act smart and decide on its own what to do. Do it for everything in the list. That's it. Back to Canvas. Now let's check. We already know that we have 50 apples. So let me type, I have sold 10 apples, update the inventory. It says, after selling 10 apples, 40 apples are remaining. Inventory updated. It's doing the calculations now. Check if it has updated the inventory. See, it has deducted 10 apples and 40 are remaining. What are the vegetables we have? See, it identifies the category and gives the response. We have carrots and potatoes. It gives all the details about their quantity, price, etc. How much milk do we have? See the details. We have 25 liters of milk. I have sold 10 liters of milk. Make the changes in the inventory. Here, it has done all the calculations and says 15 liters of milk are remaining. Let's see if it has made the changes. Look closely at all the queries in the responses, friends. Our AI agent is working perfectly. When you're done, don't forget to save it because if you don't save it, you'll lose everything. For some reason, it won't update automatically. Okay, now, how will you give this agent to the client? Or how will you access it? That's pretty simple. Double click on chat, enable make chat public option. You'll see a URL up here. Click on it to copy it. Paste it in your browser. It won't open. Why? Because we need to make it active from here. Once you make it active, refresh, you'll see your AI assistant here. Want to try? Here's one more surprise for you, friends. This agent can understand any language and respond in the same. Like if I chat with it in Roman Hindi, it understands and responds in the same language, just like ChatGPT does. Isn't it amazing? That's all for today, friends. Thank you for watching till the end. Hope you found this video helpful. Please do share your views on this. Please hit the thumbs up button if you liked this video. Do subscribe to my channel and have a very nice day.